Let us move forward. Last class, what we discussed, and then further we will move it. So yesterday's class is very, very important. Yesterday's class is very, very important. Let us move forward. Let us move forward. What is our last class discussion? What is ND array? Please answer some of my questions quickly. What is ND array? It is a class. Why do you use its object? Why do you use that object? Yes, ma. Why do you use that object? To store our data. To store the data. Which data ND array stores? Which data ND array stores? Array of values. Excellent. How many types of arrays we have? 1D, 2D, 3D. 1D, 2D, ND. You can say three-dimensional. It is nothing but a multi-dimensional array. Right? Multi-dimensional array also I will try to explain in today's class because you will get some maturity in today. At the end of the moment, I will give you the concept of 3D array, how it looks like. Okay. So let me move forward, guys. How it is. Fine. Last class, we are discussing in the concept of how to create an object of ND array. So which function we use to create an object of ND array? Yes, ma'am. Which function we use to create an object of ND array? May you know the answer? Array function we used so far. We used array function so far. Right. Last and final one more question. Last and final one more question. That question is that what is the purpose of NumPy? What is the purpose of NumPy? Yes, please. Purpose of NumPy. Purpose of NumPy is to organize array of values easily. One thing I told you already. Next, second one you tell me. Yes, to solve complex mathematical calculations. To solve complex mathematical calculations. Okay, right. That are the good. So we use that kind of thing. Yeah, used in AI, ML, and all those kind of things because it is easy to do that. Fine. What are the attributes of ND array? What are the attributes of ND array? Please write in the same line. Please write in the same line. Please write in the same line. Yes. Yeah. Endim. Excellent. Endim. Size, shape, and then yeah. Very good. Item size. Okay. Perfect. Perfect, ma. So let us move forward to the next part we talked about. Last question I want to ask you. Can I place a different type of values in the object of ND array? Can I place different type of values in the ND array? Yes. Internally treated all of them as which type? Internally all of them are treated as which type? Object type. Object type. Object is also one class. Object is also one class. See the last moment. Last moment our example is this one. Line number, this part. As it is that elements are looking like same. But whose D type is object type. Object type. Okay? Right. Fine. So let me go to the next function I'm going to discuss. Next function I'm going to discuss. That function is called, today's function is called a range function. I'm going to take it. A range function. A range function. Okay. Second function I'm going to talk about it now. Yes. See, carefully watch it. And these functions are very easy for you to talk about it. A range function. A range function. This is. It is very easy to understand. It is not a range function, it is array. You don't call it as arrange because some of you are getting problem. Because when I take up this session, you people are going to write A R R A N G, not arrange, A range. Separately you speak. A is separate, range is separate. So let me write spelling properly by myself. A range, a range function. Right. For my satisfaction, dear students, can you tell me range function? Do you know already? Do you know the range function in our traditional Python programming? Yeah. Why do you use this range function, Amma? Why do you use this range function? This range function is used for generating sequence of sequence of numerical values with equal intervals. Excellent. Excellent. Generating sequence of values with equal number of intervals, continuous numbers with by maintaining equal number of values. Yeah, there we are having three syntaxes we talked about. One is called start, range of start. One more is called what? Range of start comma stop, range of start comma stop. So stop. Next is called what? I will write stop here. Stop for a minute. Range of start comma stop comma and step. What is the default step here? What is the default step in range function? Excellent, super. In Python, you are very nice, ma. Right. So by default step is called one, range. By default, the starting value is what here? What is the in the syntax one? What is the starting value? Super, 0 to start minus 1. Second one, the start value, stop value specified by the programmer, and the second syntax and first syntax interval is what? Default interval is what? 1. Okay. Now, in third syntax, we are going to mention our own thing, right? Similar to that, our range function also will be same. A range function is also going to be same. A range function is also going to be same. A range function, but it is going to be something different. That range function is what? Traditional Python programming takes more memory space. This range function is going to be something different. Let me write, ma. Let me write. These are called syntax. After 2 minutes, I will talk about it. Look at a range function. First, look at all of you. A range function is used for. I'm writing the statement here, ma. Please follow. A range function is used for generating. See, generating sequence of numerical values. Yes, ma. Why you are playing with the videos? Some of the students, one or two students, playing the sequence of values, numerical values in the form of, now I am writing, in the form of one-dimensional array only. Now I am writing one-dimensional array only. It cannot directly generate what? Two-dimensional array it cannot generate. Two-dimensional array it cannot generate. It generates only one-dimensional array. But if you want to generate a two-dimensional array, we are having some separate function we need to use. Just to look at. I'm going to say something like this. You see. Let us go to the example first, so you can understand. After this showing, we'll go to this. Come back to this point. Now I'm saying A is equal to, all of you look at. First I will import numpy as np. Now I will write it. So our array function A is equal to np dot array 10, 20, 30, 40. It is looking like what? Print A. I printed. It is one dimensional. A dot ndim. It will print 1D. At the same time, I can print this array function like this also. I can print. What is this now? I can generate two-dimensional array also I can define. Two-dimensional array also I can define, right? So print that A, print that ending 2, and print that A also. I'm printing two-dimensional array also. With which function? Array function, which we discussed already. Already we discussed it, right? Next I'm going to talk about a range function today. Let us test it. A is equal to np dot a range. I'm writing a range. So we don't have this type of things. What is the syntax here? 10 I'm saying 10. 10. What is the meaning of this 10? 0 to 9 elements will be 0 to 9 elements will be organized. So A. What is the type of A? It is also creating an object of ND array. A range function is also creating an object of ND array. Our array function is also creating an object of ND array. Now you print that A value. It is going to generate the numbers from 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. 9. But our range function is taking only positive integer values. But here you can take another type of values also you can take. Which type of values you can take? Schema, I can write comma d type is equal to float, I can say. So it is going to print what is that 0 point etc. we can do. But our values, what is that? Our range function is going to organize only integers, whatever it might be. With this, once again, I will take the values, what I said to you. Type you have seen, and then A is printed like this. So totally how many elements are there? 10 elements are there. It is going to give you always one-dimensional array only. If we want to see this in the two-dimensional array, A dot ndim, always it is going to give you one dimensional. And already I shown you a dot shape I told you. So it is going to give you 10 comma 0. That means only 10 values are there. Suppose look at mom. Let me go for concentrating on the topic. To try to follow carefully. Right. Next is what I'm going to say is these values, whatever you have in one dimensional, that values I want to go for putting into two dimensional. For that, we need to go for taking one additional function today. That is nothing but modification of our array. The function name is called what? Reshape function. What is the function name? Reshape function. Spell out once, all of you. Come out, all of you. Tell me that. Spell out, all of you. Reshape function. So reshape function takes a dimension. M comma n. It will take m comma n. What is this m represents? Spell out number of rows, and this n represents what? Number of columns. By depends on the value what you are writing it. Suppose if you take 10 elements are there. 10 elements. How do you know that it's the 10 elements? A dot, yesterday only I told you size. 10 elements. How do you organize these 10 elements in the matrix format? How do you organize? One is called 10 comma 1, 5 comma 2, 2 comma 5. Come on, reshape it. Directly you reshape it. A dot ND array object. ND array object contains one function called reshape. Please look at that. Reshape. 5 comma 2. Happily you are getting 5 rows and then 2 columns. 5 columns and then just you are reshaping it. Now if I see A, it is going to contain its original array is like this. But we are viewing, only view it will provide, only view. But originally it is containing like this only. Whenever you want to see in the matrix format, I will use the reshape function so that I will be getting the looking like an array. Next, I will call it as a dot 2 comma 5. A comma 2 comma 5. Simple amount. Just I am going to give you multiple examples here. 2 rows and then 5 columns. Now I will give you 10 comma 1 also I can give you. 10 comma 1, which is nothing but what? 10 rows and then like this. This is only view we are getting. It is nothing but 1 comma 10, which is as good as similar to the above one only. Dear students, are you able to get my point? So a range function is also used for constructing an object of what? ND array. And if we want to see them in where? If we want to see them in where? Matrix format. Which function we have to call it? Which function we have to call it additionally? Reshape function we need to call. Okay. Next, one more point I am going to give you. A range. I'm going to give you 10 comma, 10 comma. I'm giving something like 20, 10 comma 20. What is this meaning? What are the elements are there in this A? Come on, fast. What are the elements are coming? Sorry. A range. So A range. I need to say what? So I need to say okay, fine. 1 minute. NP is missing. NP dot. Right. So 10 comma 20. 10 comma 20. Print that A. It is going to print what? 10 to 19. 10 to 19. 10 to 19. Already we learned this type of thing. NumPy is very, very simple when we know the Python already. But only thing is new for you. Need to be very careful enough. A dot size. Immediately see A dot size. It is a 10 elements. I can go for arranging it according to your requirement. So A dot reshape of 5 comma 2. It is done like this. And the next is what? I can go for one more. A is equal to or A range of A. I go for one more kind of discussion. A range of what is that? What are the values next I want to go for? This is the one you did. Comma. I will say something like 3. I will go for 3. What is this 3 represents? Third syntax. Please go for third syntax. What is this third syntax, ma? What is the third syntax? Step. So what are the values are coming here? Again, NP is missing. NP dot. What are the values are missing here? See that 10, 13, 16, 19, 19. So I will say reshape of 2 comma 2, 2 comma 2, 2 comma 2 values are available here. 2 comma 2 values are available here. Are you understanding? So overall, what you are understanding with this, please? What you are understanding with this overall picture, please? The overall picture is A range function is also creating an object of what? ND array, which is always storing the data in the form of 1D format. 1D format. A range function is used for generating sequence of numerical values. Sequence of what values? Numerical values. 1 minute. Numerical values in the form of one-dimensional array. If we want to, in the bracket I will write, if we want to view them in which format? Matrix format. We must use what? Reshape function. We must use which function, Amma? Reshape function. Right. Reshape function. So this is only for viewing. It is only for viewing. It is not changing the original format. Sir, what is its syntax actually? What is it? See, ma, I will give the time for you. Last moment, you can ask the doubts because let me concentrate strictly on the topic part. After I discuss, you can concentrate on the doubts. Now I'm writing the syntax here. What is the syntax? Instead of writing these many syntaxes, I can write the syntax like this. Start comma, stop comma, step comma, D type. Start is compulsory and the stop is optional. Step is optional, and D type is also optional. This is indicating that optional bracket here. I may write, I may not write it here. So this is the syntax what we are having. And let me give you the examples part here. Examples part which we understand just now. So let me go for some examples which we taken up here. What are the examples? I will be taking this many number of examples which we have done it, and you can take up. So here we are having different type of things what we come done. So here these are the values what we have. So these many number of examples. It is Easy for you to understand also, nothing is difficult. And then last moment we have one more kind of values. So this part I will take. This part also I will take. Right. So continuation examples. And the last moment I will give you this part. I hope that you are understanding the difference between array function and what? Array function and a range function. Is it understandable? Is the difference is clear for all of you? Come on, ma. Quickly try to come in. Right. So, somebody is asking what is that? So, coming to the point of it, is asking, one person is asking, I don't know what is his name. Somebody is asking, I don't know whether he learned Python or not from my class. He is asking, is it possible, Amma? A is equal to np dot a range 1 comma 11. Is it possible or not? Is it possible or not? Who is that name? I don't know. Tell me. A is equal to np dot a range 1 comma 11. Possible or not possible? Not possible. A range 1 comma 11. So it is going to be module numpy. Okay. Spelling mistake is there, ma? Range. So RAN. A range. It is possible. It is possible. So a range. Yeah, done. So print A. It is going to print what? 1 to 10. So the person who asked about, sir, it is possible or not possible. So need to refer the Python notes. Fine. It prints 1 to 10 numbers. It's especially I need not to tell you, right? Yes, ma'am. Spelling mistake only. It was solved it. So in this, we solved it. Okay. Right. So let us go to the next function. What is the next function we are having? Let us start quickly. Maybe Bruce Lee. Yeah. Next function, I will go for it. What is the next function you see? What is the next function? Linspace. I want to go for linspace. This is also very, very simple. Linspace I am going to introduce. So these are all called very, very easy and no confusion to be getting here. Third function I am going to introduce. Linspace. The name itself says between the two intervals, equal interval of values will be maintained. It is not like a range. A range function will be given with the step value, but it is not going to give you that step value. It is going to maintain linearly maintaining space. It will give you linear space maintenance will be given. Linear equal space will be given. So linspace is actually similar to a range, but it returns equally spaced numbers over a specified interval. In the specified interval, in other words, equally spaced numbers will be generated. That is the point I am saying. So coming to the point back. Here, linspace. Let me write the description, then I'll go for the examples. Now, this function is used for, first concentrate on my discussion now. This function is used for generating what values? Equally spaced. These words are very, very important. Equally spaced numbers will be generated. Or I will write one more sentence also here. One more according to the documentation of it. What is that? This function returns exactly spaced numbers over a specified interval. What exactly? Like exactly like that. Like exactly like that. Arindam, exactly. So now, for example, between 1 to 10 numbers, I want some equally spaced values. Equally spaced values. How many equally spaced values you want? Suppose if I write 3, for example, it doesn't mean that numbers are going to be called what? 1, 3, 5, not like 8, not like this. Not like that. I am not just maintaining the step. I'm not just maintaining the step, adding 3 to 1 and then 1, 3, 5, 8. No, that is called equally spaced values. Between 1 to 10, equally spaced. 3 equally spaced values I want. 3 equally spaced I want. For example, 5. 5 equal spaced values I want between 1 to 10. So I will write one small example. I will write one small example. You just see. Even mathematically, a student cannot calculate immediately, but it is going to come. Np dot lin space of I'm writing 1 comma 1 comma I'm writing between. I will write just I will take like this 1 comma 10 1 comma 10 1 comma 10. I will write 1 comma 10 of 5, for example. 1 comma 5 of 1 comma 10 of 5. So generates, for example, generates 5 equal space, generates 1 minute, generates generates 5 equally spaced values between, this is of important, between 1 and 10, 1 and 10, between 1 and 10, 1 and 10. So you just observe the statement and then we will move forward. So see that a is equal to 1 comma 10. So it is going to be np dot lin space of 1 comma 10 comma 5. Done. Now you print a. So what is that value? So see 1.0. That means it is coming from this. Now comma 3.25, 3.25, 5.5, and then 7.75, and then 10 ending. That means it is going to give you the difference of what? It is going to give you the difference of what? 2.25. 2.25. So 1, 3.25, 5.5, and this is the value which you are going to get it. So coming to the point of it, here I am going to give you the answer is something like this. Now the answer is something like this. Next we will go for, suppose for example, a is equal to np dot lin space I'm going to take 0 comma 1 comma 5, 0 comma 1 comma 5, 0 comma 1 comma 5, 5. What is that now? Between 0 and 1, 5 equally spaced values I want. 5 equally spaced values I want. That time I will go for something like this. Okay, 1 minute more. Lin space, spelling mistake. Because it's my keyboard is letters are missing. Some of the letters are gone from the keyboard. That's why I'm not seeing. I'm not getting properly. These are keyboard letters. 0. 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, and then 1. I hope you are, yeah, spelling mistake, ma. Here, spelling mistake. And don't feel that, because in continuous classes, even keyboard letters are not properly visible. I will change this Sunday. Okay. Come on, ma. Come on, ma. Here I am going to get it. A dot, etc. We are getting. I hope that are you getting the difference between a range function and a range function? You see, a range function is giving what? 10, 13, 16, 19. So it is equal, generating the values with a step. Here it is not generating 1, 5, 10. No, 5 equally generated values. 5 equally generated values. So please take care about the carefully. Take care about the carefully. Those values are generating here. So now let me give you the default value is what? What is the default value? Default values are coming. Lin this function this function returns 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 the values returns the values in the form of what float. And one of the most important point is, see, the equally maintaining spaces will be only 50, see, for example, I am saying 0 comma 1, 0 comma 1, I am saying 25. Between 0 comma 1, 25 linearly spaced maintenance values I want. So AU printed. AU printed. See that 25 linearly spaced values are coming in the form of this 0, 0.014, etc. 0.83. 25 values are coming. Now I'm saying one more thing here. One more thing I'm giving 50. I'm giving 50. So here I'm giving 50. AU printed. 50 values are coming, 50 values. You can count. See that 0.1 and then what? 1. 0.1 and then done. So, coming to the point of it, next I want to do it. Yes, my indexing and slicing I am going to tell you separately. Indexing and slicing I am going to tell you separately, ma. King. We are going to say separately, that concept is there. Okay, now? Advanced slicing, normal slicing, I am going to do it. Okay, see that 50. Suppose if I say 55, if I say 55, yeah, it is not going to give you that many number of values, right? So even if you specify 100, even if I specify 100 here, 99, for example, so that values are going to come, but some of the values will be repeated internally. So default values are given as what? 50 as a limit. 50 is a limit. More than that, some of the values will be repeated internally. Okay. So even that minute differences may not be coming under the calculation part. So according to the documentation, the default value given as what? 50. Default value is given as 50. So I'm going to give you the default value, even the default value for linear space, the default value for lin space is 50. Fine. So this is an example for it. I will give you some small example here. Let us go for the now last and final one question I want to ask you. This time I have found one question. What is that now? NP dot lin space of 0 comma 1 comma 2. What is an answer? 0 comma 1 comma 2. What is an answer, ma? Syntax I will give you. Don't worry. I will give the syntax. 0 comma 1 comma 2. How many linearly spaced values you want? Only 2. Only 2 I want. That is nothing but what? What will come? See, it is nothing but what? Lin space 0 comma 1 comma 2. It is nothing but 0 will come, 1 will come. That is nothing but same will come. That is nothing but 0.0 and 1.0. Okay. If I give 5 linearly spaced values will be maintaining. These are the values like this. Okay. So it is not a big deal to understand. This is simple. So are you getting the difference between A range and the lin space? A range and lin space? Yes. Now I'm going to say syntax here. Syntax you see. What is the syntax I'm going to give you? Syntax will be something like this. Look at variable name is equal to np dot lin space of start comma stop. If you want to specify number, linear spaced numbers, that anyway, lin number I will write. Lin number I wrote. Okay. Lin num. I will write just underscore. So here if you say, suppose if I did not specify the 50, 5, if I did not specify the value, for example, here you see 1 comma 1 comma 10. If I did not specify, it is not going to ask you what will be the space. You see how many values are going to come by default, ma? Please tell me how many values are coming. Easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This side, one first row, second row. You can easily say n a dot ndim, a dot ndim. What is that? It is all one value only it is showing. A dot, what is that now? Size. It is going to print how many? 50. 50 is nothing but what is the linspace value by default? What is the linspace value by default? 50. That is the default value. That is what I would like to convince you here. This is what I want to convince. So later programmatically, you can give whatever we like it. Yes. D type we can give it, ma'am. No problem. D type we can give it. Yes. Fine. So let us coming to the D type you want. Here I want something like D type is equal to int I am writing. For example, check it out, int here. So A. So it is going to give you, see that 11111. What it indicates? Internally, fraction of elements are there. You see above 1 comma 10 with the fractions. 1 Kaushal, Seema, all of you, 1.1180, etc. Now you see, because when you specify int, those values are truncating this type of values. Right, ma? Are you getting this type of values are truncated? Up to this, again 2 started with 2. Again 2 is containing some type of things. I hope this is understandable. Are you getting this? Fine. Nice. So the default value means if I don't specify any linspace, by default this is going to come. You can specify linspace thing according to your requirement. You can specify 100, you can specify 200, like that we can specify whatever you like. So let me give you some small examples here. So A is equal to last and final. NP, this space, I will give you this, comma. A D type I don't prefer, I will go for float only, comma. I will take comma, something like 5 I will give it. So it is going to print like this. Next I will give you one more thing. NP dot linspace, I will take it 1 to 50. I want some 10. I want some 10 linearly spaced maintenance values. So 10 linearly spaced values I want up to 50. Now generally people will expect immediately what 1, 10, 20, 30 like that. But it is going to be linearly spaced values. Linearly spaced values are different, and it is going to be, and Satyam Sharma, complex values, no Babu. It is, see Satyam, we are maintaining equally spaced values. Complex values will come here. Huh? What Satyam Sharma? Then, so for doubt also you should think about it twice and then thrice, and you need to post that doubt, right? So don't take that that type of things. Now I'm going to give you that small examples here, and don't think that it is going to be very simple. Try to take it right. Right. So this is about what? Linspace. Linspace is clear. A range function. Okay. Linspace and a range function is clear for all of you. Is it clear? Okay. This a range, spelling mistake. A range. So you need to take a range function. Start to stop all those things. Okay. Shall I move forward? Ma? All of you, can you stay? And now I'll go to the next step. What is the next function? We have zeros. Zero function, I will go for it. Zero function, we are going to talk about it. What is the zero function? We need to go for it. So the name itself says what exactly zero function is. Zero function. It is called our third function, I think so. Third or fourth function. Look at Zero function we need. Suppose I want one function matrix. I want one matrix. See all of you carefully. I want one matrix with a zero, zero, zero. I want a matrix zero, zero, zero. This type of matrix I want. This type of matrix I want. How do you write the normally with a traditional list? L is equal to L is equal to I need to go for 0, 0 comma 0 comma 0, and comma one more kind of list 0 comma 0 comma 0, and next I need to take 0 comma 0 comma 0. This is a difficult time for us to write like this, time consuming process. That's why we are going to use this zero function. What is the zero function will do? Used to create a NumPy array with a specified shape where each array item is initialized with 0. It is used to create a NumPy array with initialized with what values? 0 values. 0 values. Let us wait for the syntax. All of you are requested to wait for the syntax. Okay? Don't go for your own assumed syntaxes. Wait for until I explain the syntax. Okay. Now I want to go for not only 3 by 3 matrix. Don't imagine your own syntax. You can create any matrix which is containing fully zero matrix. Zero matrix we can use it. With that you can apply resize, all those things we can take. So let me go to the syntax once. Let me go to the syntax. After 2 minutes, after showing that, I will write the purpose. This purpose is not that much speed today. Now I will go for syntax. See the syntax. np dot 0 of what I am going to take there. One shape I will take it. Shape is nothing but already we know that number of rows and columns. And I will take D type also I can take. D type also I can use. What is the shape represents? Number of rows and columns. And the D type represents you want 0.0 now, just 0 now. It is very simple to understand. So let us go for creating a zero matrix with what? 3 comma 3, 2 comma 2. How that elements are going to be shown to you, we are going to show to you. So let us start the discussion. Go to the example part. Look at. Now I am writing first with 1D array. First with 1D array. A is equal to np dot 0. Zeros, sorry. The 0 na zeros. So I wrote zeros. This is even what I written beginning. It is written zeros, that is zeros, not 10, zeros. So zeros. So zeros here. There I will write zeros of, for example, 10. Zeros of 10. What is happening? I did not write any shape, only single space, single dim I wrote. A dot n dim. A dot n dim. It is called 1. A dot shape. A dot shape 10 comma 1. A dot size. It will give you the number of elements inside. Now you print A. It is going to print what? 0, 0.0, 0, 0.0, etc. like this. Now I want to print 10 values are there. How do you print it in matrix format? Quickly. All of you. Quickly. What is the function name which I told you already in the class? Come on. Everybody. A dot reshape. A dot reshape. I will say reshape of 5 comma 2. 5 comma 2. So it is going to be printed as 0 matrix. If you want 2 comma 5, 2 comma 5, 2 comma 5, it is going to print as 0 rows and 5 columns. Are you getting my point? So coder is asking 3 comma 3. Coder. What is your name? Coder, huh? Right. So he is asking 3 comma 3. Will it come or not? Will it come or not? Coder, I told it so many times for you. I told generally in the class, totally this manual is, you see what is coming here. Yesterday only I told you, cannot reshape an array with a 10 and this thing. 3 into 3, which is going to contain what? 9 only. But it is going to be how many? 10. Can it be resized? No. Can it be resized? No. Okay. If you want to go for this type of syntax, you will go for the second syntax. So first, this is what the syntax says. This is called one type of mechanism where it is I applied this thing. Up to here, I will just take it. Up to here, I will take it. This is a 1D related concept. Let me take the example part here. Example part. After the two-dimensional array, I will go for two-dimensional array. Today, I will give you three-dimensional array picture. I will explain picture and then concept behind that. I will go for. So you got the values like this. This is called what? Error. This is called error. Value error. This is called. You need to remember this value because easily you can understand with a mathematics. You're a mathematics student. Now I want to go for 2D related shape. 2D related shape. Let's move forward. A is equal to same thing only. You come np dot 0. I will write 3 comma 3. 3 comma 3. I want 3 comma 3. Okay, 3 comma 3. See that now? 3 comma 3 cannot interpret 3 as a data type. Okay. Okay. So what this is saying is, what this is saying, 1 minute more. Yeah. This is going to be, as usual, a range function. It will give you the one-dimensional array only. We need to adjust it with reshape. I need to adjust with reshape. Okay. As usual, it is going to give you 1D array only, but later we need to reshape. So just to have the type of 20, for example, 20, for example, 20 zeros are coming. How do you reshape? A dot reshape of 5 comma 4. 5 comma 4. It is going to come like this. It is going to come like this. Next, 4 comma 5. 4 comma 5. This is going to come like this. Right? If you want the 3 by 3, for example, range, what is that? Zeros. NP dot zeros of what? 9. 9. 9 zeros will come. There I can say a dot reshape of 3 comma 3. 3 comma 3. This is the way you can go for it. According to the syntax, it is going to give in the numbers. Fine. Are you able to get my point? Zeros function is going to return what? Number of zeros. Number of zeros. Yeah, Milan, that only I'm specifying here. If you same, I told you just now, 3 comma 3, if you write it, it is not accepting the second parameter as a multi-dimensional. Cannot interpret 3 as a data type. Second one. It is saying that only one parameter is supposed to be taken just now. Yeah, one more minute. That's what. Second syntax is going to the shape. This with this syntax, it is going to take you what? Only 1 point. After giving this, you need to apply what? Reshape. Second one we are going to take up. Second syntax for two-dimensional. That's what. Emanath, I'm coming to. This is in the 1D format. 2D format we are going. Now you are not receiving me what I'm saying. Now I want to go for. Now I am going for 9 comma 9. Something like this I am taking. 3 comma 3. 3 comma 3. What does this bracket says? Shape of the matrix. All of you should follow me. All of you. Now, Mr. Coder is asking, I don't know, coder, something is coming. So, I will talk to that coder. I will explain you, ma. So, because your name is difficult to pronounce, 3 comma 3, you see, A I am writing here, 3 by 3. The previous syntax says this part is called what? One dimensional. This part is called a second syntax is coming. This is in the tuple format I wrote inside. Because previously we discussed shape is called what? Shape is called what? The tuple format it is going to come. Fine. Nehal Reddy. In which software this thing is written? I hope you are absent for the beginning class. NumPy and Python. NumPy is written in which language, ma? All of you. Nehal Reddy. NumPy is written in which language? Can anybody can tell? Everybody is saying, ma, and you are absent for the doubt. All I think so, sir. In which software this is written? We will come to that. Ma, already it is over. Right. Next, let us come to that. Sir, is it possible to create the matrix with a negative number? Happily, it is possible, ma. Happily, it is possible. Coder, I will tell you that. How do you create? Are you understanding this 3 by 3, ma? Are you understanding this 3 by 3? Confirm. One by one, we will understand slowly. There is no need to go for running like anything. Comma. D type is equal to. D type is equal to. What is that? Int. Now it is going to show in which format? Integer format. Are you okay? Are you okay? This is called 0, 0.0, 0.0. Next, I will go for one more. 4 by 3. 4 by 3 matrix. 4 by 3 zeros. A is equal to 4 rows and then 3 columns. So this, what I was trying to tell here, in the one-dimensional format, if you try to write, it is going to be something like an error. If at all you want like this, you can go like this also for this. And that was my meaning. So you thought that it is going to be two-dimensional. Two-dimensional syntax will be like this. My syntax itself, I wrote the shape. The shape can be one-dimensional. The shape can be two-dimensional. The shape can be n-dimensional also. See, I will write one more also. You will really wonder about it. You will really wonder about it. Now I am writing 2, 3, 3. 2, 3, 3. What is this? How many dimensions you are mentioning here? How many dimensions? 3D. It is called a 3D array. 3D array. In this, I will explain separately. Just see the output what is getting. See the output what you are getting. Here in 3D arrays, two 2D arrays are there. This is one 2D array. This is one 2D array. I will give you some diagrammatic format for this. Don't worry today. This is known as what? I will give you one more thing here. I will give 4 here. 4. Right? Done. A, I printed this one. 4. This is going to be containing this part. This is going to contain like this. See? 4. 4. This is 1D. This is another array, another array, another array. We are having something like this. So don't worry about that multi-dimensional array. I am going to explain very shortly. So shall we move forward? Shall we move forward? Are you understanding the syntax, ma? Are you understanding the syntax first of all? What is this shape? It is used. This function is used for. I am writing. This function is used for. This function is used for. Used to create. Used to create. ND array matrix. ND array matrix. Array matrix with zeros. With zeros depends on type of size, type of shape. Sorry, type of shape we specify. Okay, then this zeros will fill with what? Value 0. The 0 of this function fills the value 0. Fills the value 0. I am writing inside 0. 0. So the name itself says that 0. The syntax you see, shape. The shape can be either 1D or what is that? 2D or what? 3D also or 3D. That is called in general ND. It is called ND. I can write here 3D. And default data type is what? Default data type. Default data type is, come on, what is the default data type? Default data type float. Default data type is float. Default data type is float. These are 0 matrix only. and there is no much tension in this. Default data type is float. Now see here, np is equal to zeros, nd one dimensional, a dot shape we got like this, a dot size, how many elements are there? 10 elements. What is that format? If I print like this, you are getting, I am reshaping it like this. I am reshaping it again, but you are trying to write 3 comma 3, not possible. This is called 1D related thing. 1D related thing. Next, I will go for this type of approach. Just now we have done this type of approach. So 3 by 3 with the default data type, with the int data type, with the 4 comma 3, with the 4 comma 3, this part I will take. So very, very clear. It is used for 2D array. This is called 2D part. We got it. Data type, without data type float, with the data type int, with the data type 4 comma 3. We got this part. We got this part. Ultimately, we understand the discussion. Yes. Any doubt in this, ma? Any doubt in this, please? Right. I hope you are following me. I hope you are following me. Right. So see, this zero function can be elaborated even for 2-dimensional also. Can be used for elaborating for another dimensional also. Okay, now let us move forward. Following now. Yeah. Next we will go for one more function is there. What is the next function? One more, last and final. This A we are taking now. What is the type of this A? What is the type of A? Type of A. Type of A is also called object of ND array. The main focus of these examples are how to create an object of ND array. Tell me, ND array object is containing what? ND array object is containing array of values. In what format? Linearly spaced values are maintaining. Equal interval values are maintaining. Zero values are maintaining. Non-zero values are maintaining. Something like that. One of our students asked np dot a range of, what is this now? What is this? Minus 1 to what? Minus 11 comma minus 1. So okay, yeah, a range because okay, no problem, just try to minus 1 minus 11 of minus 1. So print a. What is printed? Minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 minus 4 etc. I think a coder, yes ma, your name. So always you try to 10 values are there. A dot what function? Reshape value of what? 5 comma 2 or 5 comma 2 like that. It is going to generate the numbers like this. Okay. So now it is going to be 2 comma 5 also you can write it, because already we discussed this type of functions in where generating numbers, where we discussed this type of concept. Do you remember? In our range concept only we did. That only we are using here only. Nothing I am doing. Very, very simple. Very, very simple. Yeah. Next, okay. Next, I want to go for another function. I want to go for it. Slowly we will discuss. Try to understand. Next, we are going to discuss once function. Once function we are going to discuss. So let us coming to the once function here. What is the function number? 5. Function number 5. Tell me, zeros function you understood. Zeros function we understood. With what? Which values are filled? Zeros function. Which values are filled? Zeros. Now once function will fill what? Once function used to fill what? Initialized with 1. What is the syntax, please? What is the syntax, please? I can write the same thing. Here I will write it. Here I will write it. I will try to take and later I will do some changes by seeing the example part. This function is used for 1 minute here also. This function is used for creating ND array matrix. Used for creating ND array matrix with a 0. Depends on the data type which you specify. Used for creating ND array of matrix with what? One, once, with once, depends on type of shape we specify. So the function fills the value 1. The function fills the value 1. That is 1. Indeed, in dot once shape comma d type. Shape can be like this. Default value of this thing is we will verify it. We will verify it. Let's start. Let's start. A is equal to I will take of first we will go for 1D. First we will go for 1D. 10. 10 I will take it. Or 6 I will take it. 6. 6 I will take it. A. Type of A. Type of A. See carefully. ND array. Now print A. What is printed? Sorry. Once more. Once I will write it. Once. Once. Type of A. Now A you print it. Yeah. A you print it. What is the default data type? What is the default data type? Float. What is, okay, ma, right. Corrected. No problem. What is the default data type? Float. If you want, you can go for what? If you want, you can go for once is there now. There I can go for D type. D type is equal to 1. D type is, sorry, int. D type is equal to int. See that A you printed. A you printed 1 1 1. So 6 elements are there. I can go for A dot reshape 2 comma 3 and 3 comma 2. So I got like this 2 comma 3 and 3 comma 2. I hope you are getting my points. So default data type is that part once. So we this is one example for 1D and I reshaped it. Default one is reshaped like that. Examples. So not at all difficult. Please don't forget this. 6 1D related kind of. All of them are 1D. Later I reshaped it. This is one approach. Next, I want to go for one more kind of thing. One more kind of thing I want to go for. Yeah, look at that. If you come to this point, next one more. Once only, I want to go for 3 by 3 matrix. I want to generate with like this 3 comma 3. 3 comma 3. 3 comma 3. What is the D type? What is the D type is equal to? D type is equal to int. I want to go for int 3 comma 3 and then int. What will happen there? It is going to give you the value. A is equal to 1 1 1 1 like this. Now not only square matrix you can use 3 comma 4 also. 3 comma 4 also. You can use A like this. Okay. Now you can say last and final. I can say 2 comma 4 or 2 comma 6 like this. Like this. A you can say like this. So I hope for 2D also we can go for creating the matrix like this. Matrix like this. Done. For 2D array kind of thing. So once you understand the zero function, this is also very easy to understand. Dear students, are you okay? No need to use a reshape of this. No need to use a reshape. Are you understanding? But once you started entering into the subject, it is going to be dead easy. But beginning, little dry. Once we enter inside, you can understand easily. Not a difficult at all. But we need to have the patience up to that. So we will not have that patience because whenever we start digging, immediately water should come. It is impossible, Nama. This type of even for me, for you, anybody, if we are very much serious about our BTech first year, that time only we would have been getting the job directly. Okay, unfortunately, we will realize after BTech is over. That's why this much of excitement. Okay, anyhow, yeah, okay, ma'am. Yes. So I hope that once function is also clear. Zeros function is also clear. Yes, ma'am. So next I will go for first you try to what functions we learned it. Which functions are used to create our ND array objects? Tell me, ma'am. ND array object function, please. Array function. Come on. Once function syntax is here, ma'am. D type also is specified. Array function, next is called what? A range function. Next function is linspace, linspace you forget because it is a difficult one. That's why you forget. Zeros function and ones function. Reshape function is not. Reshape function is something different. It is used to reshape, just viewing the things. Viewing the things. Linspace is something little different. Giving linearly equally spaced values. Linearly equally spaced values. Okay. Okay. Very good. Now I'm going to introduce one more function. So if you just carefully sit and think carefully, these are nothing. Very, very easy. Now I'm going for full function. Full function we will go for it. Okay, ma? Simple. This is full function I am going to introduce. I think function number 6. 6, huh? 6. Function number 6. I hope it is 6. Okay. Right. Sixth function we are taking. Yeah. Now see, the full function actually meant for, you can create array of ND array with, you can, instead of saying that it is full, if they would have been given fill, that is very better. Instead of giving this as a full, if they would have been given it as a fill, that was better, what I feel. Suppose I want to create a matrix, I want to create a matrix, or I want to create one 2D array with a specified value. Suppose I want to take one matrix with what? 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I want to take 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So 2, 2, 2 like this. I want to take like this. 2, 2, 2 like this. Or I want to take another matrix. I want to take with what? 3, 3. I want to take 3, 3, 3. This is nothing but what? Another matrix with a 2 by 2. With a 2 by 3, sorry. So I want to create any matrix by filling your desired value. By filling your desired value. I want to fill a matrix with your desired value. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. I am filling with a desired value. With a desired value, I am just filling it. I'm initializing the matrix with a desired value. That is nothing but fill a matrix with your desired value. That is nothing but full of the same value. Zeros will fill what? Zeros completely. It is a full of zero matrix. Like 0. Like ones matrix you take it. Ones matrix you take it. Full of ones. Here, I want to create a full of 2, full of 3, full of 4, full of 5. There is no such matrices are there. So after this ones, 2s, 3s, like that type of matrices are not there. So once is over. 2s matrix is not there. 2s matrix is not there. 3s matrix is not there. For doing that kind of thing, they are going for what? Full of shape, fill value, fill underscore value. That syntax I am writing, D type. I am just giving that. Easily you can understand. What is the shape? Tell me. What is the shape? Already we have the experience. Now I am giving the answers for you. I am asking you, what is the shape can be? What is the shape can be? Either 1D or 2D or what? ND. What is the fill value? What is the fill value? Fill value can be. Come on, quickly. Your own desired value. And the D type can be your own choice. Let us take one small example. Here I am going to take something like this. Look at carefully. A is equal to np dot full of comma just 5. I will write fill underscore value. Actually, it is not necessary. To write it. 6 I want to fill. Right? See that what is happening. A, I am printing 666 is printed. By default, it is taken int type here. This fill value. If you carefully understand, it is looking like what? Anybody can give the answer? Just I will try to write one more way also. If you understand me. Shape is equal to shape. shape is equal to 5 comma 5 comma 5 comma fill value is equal to 8. Fill value is equal to 8. Are you getting any concept in your brain? Any concept in your brain? Here shape is equal to 5 comma, I am not specifying the next step. So fill value is equal to, it is called keyword arguments concept. Keyword arguments concept. Are you remembering keyword arguments concept? Where we used it? In our functions. In our functions we used this kind of discussion. I hope whether you remembered or not, I don't know. We already used in where? Functions concept we used. Do you remember that or forget? Do you remember that or forget? So here I am writing fill value is equal to, now I am writing fill value is equal to some 9. Now I am writing shape is equal to some 10 comma I am writing. Some 10 comma I am writing. Happy, no problem. So you can rechange this order or not? Can rechange this order or not? Yeah. So 10. So full of values 9. A dot reshape 5 comma 2 5 comma 2 2 comma 5 2 comma 5 2 comma 5 like this. Is it okay? Now instead of passing this 5 is equal to this one is equal to, these are all called what? Keyword arguments. Happily you can write what is that I am writing? Please look at that. 4 comma 2 4 comma 2. What is that 4? What is that 4? What is that 4? The shape. What is that 2 indicates? That is nothing but positional parameters concept. Positional parameters concept. 2 comma 2 comma 2. So 4 is nothing but what? 4 1 day. This is 1D only. It is coming in this way, and then 2 is a filled value. So a dot reshape of 2 comma 2. It is coming like this. And the type of A is also called ND array only. Is also called what? ND array only. I hope that you people are following with this discussion. Dear students, are you okay with this concept? Are you okay with this concept? So once it's done, and the full also we just started now. So full also we started. Just let me take up to here. Later I will go for another dimension. We will take it. So full function example I showed. Then concept we will enter. Example this is. So we did the example. You also try to practice. So what is the purpose of it? The purpose of full function is that to fill the given to fill the ND array object with the programmer specified value along with its data type, along with its D type. Sir, what is the syntax, sir? What is the syntax, sir? Very, very simple, sir. That is variable name is equal to np.full of np.full of what? Shape comma shape. That can be either 1D or 2D or ND also. Comma, what is that? Fill underscore value, comma what? D type, you can say D type. So here shape already we understand, and fill value, let me bring this shape, and the default value you have seen just now. Default value you have seen. Shape can be this part, and the D type can be what? D type already you have seen that int. D type is int. Yeah, it's a int. So next is called what? Fill value. So I need to take, if at all you want to use a keyword argument, use the same name. Fill value can be programmer choice. Programmer choice. Programmer choice. Programmer must specify. I will write must specify. Must specify. Example. Example. You can say either 10 or 2. 1 minute more. So it's a 2 or 4 or 5, whatever it is, etc. Whatever you want. Whatever you want. Okay. So I think you understand the different ways. It's nothing but making our Python to remember once again. Or beginning initial concepts. I directly specified here. What is that? Full 4 comma 2 positional parameters. 4 is called what? The shape of it, and the 2 is nothing but a value which we want to fill it up. And the reshape, I reshaped it like this. This is comes under what? 1D related. Now 2D related, I want to go. That you are already familiar with. Come on, tell me. A is equal to, come on, ma, np dot full. Please, students, please tell me. np dot full of, yeah, I'm waiting. I want to go for 3 by 3 with value 5. Okay. 3 by 3 with value 5. How do you go for it? 3 comma 3, 3 comma 3 with 5. 3 comma 3 with 5. 3 comma 3 with 5. What should I do? What matrix is created with what value? What matrix is created with what value? 3 by 3 matrix is created with the value called 5. 3 by 3 matrix will be created with the value called 5. Now I will go for 10 comma 10, 10 comma 10 with a value called 5 or with a value called 8. So A, you print it 10 comma 10 with a value called 8. So full of matrix. This is the one. Suppose I want to fill up. See, slowly I'm trying to prepare you for this type of thing. 2 comma 3 comma 4, 3 comma 4, shape is equal to 2 comma 3 comma 4. This is a 3D. 3 dimensions are there. In this 3 dimension, what is that? Two dimensions are there. Each 2 dimension contains 3 rows and then 4 columns. And with what value? 8. See that? A you print it. This is comes under 3D. I will show you the 3D effect also. Don't worry. First of all, are you understanding this, ma? Are you understanding this part? I hope it's not that difficult at all, and don't feel it is a difficult. So don't feel it is a difficult. It is easy also. Nothing is difficult. Now I want to go for. So can I create with this? Can I create ones matrix? Can I create ones matrix? Ones matrix. Yes. 3 comma 3. 3 comma 3. I will write 3 comma 3 with 1. So happily you can print 1. I can prepare 3 comma 4 with 0. Can I prepare 0? Yes, zeros also can be prepared. Fill value is there now. What? Because this is a one flexible form of your zeros and ones. So I can write the next part also. This is done like this. I hope you people understand this A, this values you got it. This is related to what? Full function. Is full function is clear or not? So 0 function, ones function, we already understand. Let us move to the next function. I want to go for it. I function, I will go for it. I function, I will go for it. 7th function. It is little, I like this function very well. I function, I like it very well. So 7th function, I function, I want to go for it. So what is this function I? So it is going to be like this. Look at ma. Actually, there is one more function is also there. Identity. 8th function is there. Identity function. Identity function. Do you know identity matrix in our matrix? Do you know identity matrix, ma? Identity matrix. What is the property of identity matrix? Principal diagonal elements are 1. Okay. Satyam Sharma forget. Now I will go to the matrix. No problem. Forget, no problem. But after I explain, don't forget. So this is the matrix, ma. See, this is a matrix. I'm just taking 1, 0, 0, and the next 0 and 1. This is called which matrix? This is called which matrix? 2. That is called a 2 by 2. 2 by 2 identity matrix. 2 by 2 identity matrix. 2 by 2 identity matrix. Okay? 2 by 2 identity matrix. It is going to be like this. It is matrix format I am writing, like a mathematics part. Actually, this is not a difficult ma. It is very easy, but some of the students are saying that forget. They forget now. That's why I'm just trying to make them to see their school days once again. Unit matrix also. Unit matrix also we can call. Not an issue. Identity matrix or unit matrix. Fine. We can create with list also, but we can create with a direct. So one more I want to go for it. One more I want to go for it. 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. This is called what? 0, 1, 1. I will go for what? 0. Now I will go for 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. I am going for 1. This is called what? 3 by 3 matrix. 3 by 3 matrix. 3 by 3 matrix. I am just making you to prepare for the I function and then identity function. So please carefully follow. Now next 1, 0, 0, 0. Be careful, ma. I will write a little more with a gap. With a gap. 0, 1. Okay, this much gap. I hope it is not good. Not good. I will take like this. Next, what I am saying here, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. Here I am writing 0, 0, 1, 1, and 0, 0. Last and final 0, 0. Carefully observe, ma, because you are getting all of suddenly the result. This is called this part. Now I will put it into in box. Box I will put it. Then you see this is called first row. Carefully observe it. Again, I cannot explain. Carefully observe it, because some really is a good question. It's a good question in interview point of view. I function. Okay, this is called my matrix. What is this matrix name? A. Assume that A. How to create it? I will show you. A is equal to. Right. Fine. Now look at all the principal diagonal elements are what? All the principal diagonal elements are what? Like this. All these principal diagonal elements are like this. This is going to be called as 1 only. This is done with identity function like this. NP dot identity, right? Identity of what I am saying, 4, 4. Happily this function will be created. Nice. It is valid. It is valid. Also valid what? NP dot like this also valid. 3, 3 also valid. 3, 3 also valid. This is also called valid. Then again this is also valid. What is that? 2, 2 is also valid. Also valid because it is a 2 dimensions understood. It is invalid if you write like this. 4, 3. Is it valid? Unit matrix is always called what? Unit matrix is always called what? Square matrix or not? Unit matrix is always square matrix. Unit matrix is always square matrix. Let me fill these gaps also. Let me make this also ready, because I want to give you some clarity on the difference between I function and then identity function. I want to give the clarity on this both of them. Okay, sir. We understand. Now, this is called what? Invalid at this level is invalid. At this level is invalid. At this level is invalid. See, sir, if I pass the same thing with I function, np dot I, with I function, here it is valid. See, here 4, 3 you are passing. 4, 3 or 3, 4. I am saying 3, 4 or 4, 3. Better I will take 3 comma 4. Here also 3 comma 4. I will talk about other things also. Here I can write np dot I of 4 comma 4 happily valid. It is equal to what? Identity function. Okay, it is also valid. np dot I 3 comma 3 valid. Next np dot I 2 comma 2 also valid. Now here np dot, this is also valid here. This is also valid here. It is also valid. Sir, how this is applicable, sir? How this is valid, sir? Can you just elaborate, sir? Yeah, that is what I am going to come. See, actually, this whenever you specify this 3 na, whenever you specify this 3 na, that is called m or n, whatever you like it. This is called m. 3 is called rows, n is called columns. I function will treat this 3 comma 4 is valid only, but how it internally takes? It build 3 comma 3 identity function. How many elements over? 3 into 4, how many? 3 into 4 actually how many? Please tell me. 3 into 4 how many? 12. 3 into 3 what? 3 into 3 what? 9. It will print 3 comma 3 identity matrix. 3 comma 3 identity matrix. How many elements left out, ma? How many elements left out? 12 minus 9. How many elements left out? 3 elements left out. For the rest of the 3 elements, it fills zeros. Are you following? It fills what? Zeros. That means I function is building which identity matrix? I function is building which identity matrix? Are you there? So I function I am taking here. Coming to the point back, I function I am taking here. Here what is taken? When I take I function here, I function I am taking. What it is going to be? It print first see 3 comma 3 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 1 0 1. The rest of them are there na. This is actually filled with 0 only. This is filled with 0 only. All of them are filled with what? Zeros. All of them are filled with zeros only. Are you following me? Yes. Let us coming to the part of it. For my satisfaction, one more example I will give. Nothing to worry about it. Just for a minute, you see. np dot I 3 comma 2. When I write 3 comma 2, just tell me what is happening. 3 into 2, how many you tell me first? 3 into 2, how many you tell me? 6. Which type of identity matrix I can form? Which type of identity matrix I cannot form, you tell me. Which type of identity matrix I can form, you tell me. 2 into 2 identity matrix I can form, right or not? 2 into 2 identity matrix I can form. Identity matrix I can form. So lesser value will be taken as equal. But you cannot form what? 3 into 3 identity matrix you cannot form. Why you cannot form? Identity matrix cannot form. Why? Elements are less now. Identity matrix I can't form. Dear students, are you getting? Are you getting, ma? Fine. So we are understanding here 3 comma 2 means totally 6 elements are coming. Size is 6 only. In 6 I can form 2 by 2 matrix only. Sir, how it is, sir? Can you just tell me, sir, how it is? It is going to be taking how many elements, sir? 6 elements only will be taken. In that how many rows, sir? As usual, 3 rows will be taken. No doubt in that. How many columns will be taken? Two columns will be taken. Two columns will be taken only. What is that? What is the first preference is giving? I matrix will prepare what? Identity matrix only. Which identity matrix? Which identity matrix it can create? 0 and what is this? 1. Sorry, ma. 1 0 1 0. Sorry, ma. So it is 1 and then what? 0 0. Next I can do what? Here what? 0 and what? 1. Rest of them are what? What is this? 0 0 0 0. Let us check. Let us check once. Let us check once. Here. Check it once. A is equal to np dot I of 3 comma 3. First normal. We will check normal. We will check normal. Normal we will check. A. What is that? Which type of matrix? 3 by 3 identity matrix. 3 by 3 identity matrix. If you want, dear students, say what, D type. D type is equal to int. I will tell you the syntax. Don't worry. So first one is called rows. Second one is called columns. Don't keep it in the tuple format. So A, you got 3 by 3 identity matrix. Now you say same thing. 2 comma 2 you say. 2 comma 2 you say. It is called A. It is going to print. Type of A you print. Object of ND array only. Last and final, you say 4 comma 4. 4 comma 4 you say. So it is got A. 4 comma 4 identity matrix. See the principal diagonal elements. See the principal diagonal elements like this. Now be careful. Now I am writing 2 comma 3 or 3 comma 2. Anything you take. 3 comma 2 you see. Now what is it? Okay, comma missing. Comma missing. Yeah. You see here what is prepared. What is prepared? You see 1 0 0 1. Rest of them are filled with what? Rest of them are filled with what? Rest of them are filled with this. Rest of them are filled with, you see, zeros. Next I will take our example 3 comma 4. 3 comma 4 or 4 comma 3, whatever you like it. It is going to prepare what? 3 into 4, 12. It cannot prepare what? It cannot prepare what identity matrix? 4 comma 4 you cannot prepare. But you can prepare what? You can prepare 3 into 3 matrix you can prepare. Yeah, please look at that. 3, Sima, 3, 1 0 0, 0 1 1 0, 0 0 1. Rest of them are going to contain what? This type of thing. Right? Even though you specify 4 comma 3 also, 4 comma 3 also, 4 comma 3 comma D type, see that A, you see, it is preparing 3 comma 3, 3 by 3 matrix only prepared. Rest of the zeros are going to be there. Are you understanding my point? Yes. So finally, I'm trying to understand this kind of format is done. Dear students, are you following? Now look at all of you. Identity matrix also I will introduce. A is equal to identity. Don't leave the class because I am going to tell you one important. Not only that, don't, because 4:40, 5:45, don't try to jump out of the class. Listen, wait, one important point I am going to cover. Last moment only I will cover that point. After leaving all the lazy programmers, I will cover. Now see, what happens? Identity. Okay. Fine. Yeah, okay. It is saying, anyhow it is taking only 3 means what? M means what is not, M is nothing but what, ma? No, look at ma, Satish. 1 minute. 3 is nothing but what? 3 into 3 only, because identity matrix always square matrix. Identity, understand ma, understand. Identity matrix is by default what? Whatever you specified, it will be taken as rows as well as columns. Excellent. You are understanding very well. Now, now after that, you are trying to write like this. Now you are writing 4 also. 4 by 4. 4 by 4 identity matrix. Excellent. Now you are writing 2 by 2 identity matrix. 2 by 2 identity matrix. Yeah, good. Now you are trying to write all of a sudden 2 comma 4. 2 comma 4. You are writing the shape inside of the tuple. Inside of the tuple. So see that it is error. Tuple object cannot be interpreted as an integer. It is always taking only one value. Even if you take 2 comma 2 also, check it out whether it is taking or not. We cannot write inside of this. That means if I write 1, that 1 itself is taken as what? That 1 argument itself is taken as what? Come on, ma, dear students. Integer. Now, so identity matrix is always meant for generating identity matrices only. It will not take what? Different dimensions. But I function can do what? I function can do what? 3 comma 4. 3 into 3 only it can form. 3 2. It is taking 2 into 2 only. And like that we have seen. Are you following me? Now, one special point another difference I am going to tell you. Another difference I am going to tell you guys. Please follow. 4 comma 4, 4 comma 3. You see, it is going to print as like this. What are the principal diagonal elements? What is the principal diagram? Syntax I am writing. Let's watch the syntax. Don't leave the class. Special point I am going to discuss. Special point I am discussing now. If anybody leaving the session, it's their bad luck. I function. M comma n. M comma n. What is m? Or n comma m? No problem. N comma m. What is n? Ma? What is n? Number of rows. What is m? Right. Fine. Suppose, now last and final, one more point I want to cover. I is there. I'm just saying only 4. I'm just saying only 4. What is the value you are specifying only? What is the value you are specifying? 4. So what I function will take? Sandeep, don't be hurry, ma. Listen. If I say n value, that is called 4. It is assumed as what? M value also assumed as what? M value also assumed as what? 4. So you see A value, it is going to be what? 4 by 4. 4 by 4. If I say 3, I am specifying n value only. M value is also taken as what? M only. So A you see M only. That is nothing but internally n comma m is equal to none. N. I matrix is one of the advanced format of identity matrix, we can say. M is equal to none means M value you need not specify. Even if we specify M value, it will design, but it is going to form n by m square matrix, and other things will be filled as 0. And one most important point, K is equal to 0. Because I just done some R&D on this part. I did some R&D on this part, and that's why I'm going to show you the internals. K is equal to 0. This K indicates other than the principal diagonal elements. Other than the principal diagonal element. This is called a principal diagonal. This is called a principal diagonal. This is called, what is the index of it? Indexes you see. What is the index, ma'am? Index 0. Indexes please. 1. Actually, time is becoming up, and don't leave it. It is 2. It is 2. Now it is 3. This is 3. 3. Index part later I will discuss the next part only. That is, now it is going to be 0. 1 minute more. This is 0. 0. This is called 1. This is called 2. This is called 3. What is the diagonal? Diagonal is this. Diagonal is this. Diagonal is this. Now, what it is this? Diagonal elements are 1. Diagonal elements are 1. Rest of the below diagonal you see, below the diagonal elements. Below the diagonal elements you see. This is called below the diagonal. This is called below diagonal. This is called below diagonal. And the above diagonal is also there. This is called above diagonal is also there. This is called above diagonal. Above diagonal elements are also there. I mean to say, with this I will try to show you. This is called above diagonal. And the below one is called what? 1, 1, 1. Next this is 2, this is 3. These are called what? Below diagonal. And what is this 1, 1, 2, 3 are called what? Above diagonal. Are you following me? Are you following me? Yes. Now, if you, that is nothing but what? This k is equal to 0 says principal diagonal elements only must be 1. Rest of them are going to be called what? Rest of them are going to be called what? Rest of them are going to be called what? Zeros. Now, if we carefully follow this concept, if we follow carefully these points also, here already we understand this concept. Here, this is called k is equal to 0. This is called k is equal to 0. Just for a minute, k is equal to 0. This is called k is equal to 1. K is equal to 1. This is called k is equal to 2. I am saying, for example, just for a minute, k is equal to 3. K is equal to 3. So, these are the k values. Here also k values will be taken. K, this is k. This is k. This is k. K. This is called k. But k here also 1 to 3, here also 1 to 3. That's why this k values are treated by this our Python and our NumPy is here. If I write -1, that is below the diagonal element, this part 0, this part, this one. I will try to write this one. This one will be made as 1, 1, 1. K is equal to -1. Actually, k is equal to 0. That's why principal diagonal elements are made as 1. If I write k is equal to -1, below the principal diagonal, these elements will be made as 1. If I write k is equal to -2, these elements will be made as 1. If I write k is equal to -3, this is made as 1. Are you following? Anything are you getting? If I write k is equal to 1, this will be made as 1. If I write k is equal to 2, this will be made as 1. If I write k is equal to 3, this will be made as 1. But actually k is equal to what? K is equal to 0. 0 means what? Principal diagonal elements only will be made as 1. This is called original k value is equal to 0. This is the k value is equal to 0. And here -1, -2 and then -3 represents the corresponding positions. I hope you are understanding. If not understanding, I will show you tomorrow also. Let us come once and then try to enjoy this. Here, let us take one 4 by 4. 4, 4. 4, 4. Just 4, 4. Yeah, build this one. Principal diagonal elements. Here, what is the k value? All of you. What is the k value, please? K value, please. Below principal diagonal k value. Below principal diagonal k values, please. Below principal diagonal k values. -1, -2, -3. This part, -1 this is. This part -2 this is. K is equal to -3 this part. K is equal to 1. 1 means this part. 2 means this part. 3 means this part. Okay, now C is equal to, I will write comma, k is equal to -3. I am writing -3. -3 means what? This part will be, this is -1. This is called -2. This is -3. This only will be made as 1. All other elements will become zeros. Yeah. See, yeah. You see, this last one is becoming what? Are you understanding? Next, one more time I will write it. Is equal to -2. -2 I will write it. See that? Yeah. What is that? See this one. Is equal to A. You see, what are the values? These things are 1. All other things are 0. Next, you write k is equal to 1 above principal diagonal. 1. Equal to 1. A you print. It is going to leave what?